Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Cole. I love makeup and colour, and today we're going to be doing another foundation review. You guys seem to have been really loving these. I love testing out new foundations. Today we're going to be testing out the new Hourglass. This is the Illusion Luminous Glow Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 30. This one is spenny. I think it's about £58. So not by far the cheapest. And today we're going to give it a test. I'm just going to pop on some iconic Underglow blurring drops because for me this is just the best primer to kind of not have any interference in terms of like it's really hydrating or it's really like glowy. It's just a good kind of basic one, although it is almost empty. Okay, so I did struggle a little bit with the shade of this foundation. I am very pale but very, very pink toned. I always find that Hourglass's lighter shade, it's always way too yellow for me. And shade number 2 looked a bit yellow as well. So in the end I went for shade 3. Is that going to work? I don't know. I'm going to apply it on a beauty blender, I think. Well, an Artitude Cosmetics sponge, the best sponge. It's quite like a thick consistency. It's definitely not kind of a runny foundation. As you can see, this colour is a little bit dark, but we're just gonna take it down the neck and we're gonna make it work. So I'm gonna do this half of my face with the sponge, and we're gonna blend the other half of my face with a brush. It does smell a bit sun creamy, which I don't love, but it seems to blend with a sponge really nicely. It is a little bit more of a matte finish than I would normally go for, she says after reviewing the Hourglass foundation, but you know. Right, so for the brush side, I'm going to take my Sephora Multi-Textures brush. I really like this one for foundation. And we're just going to start blending this side in. Match is actually better for me than it looked. It's definitely going to be a really good summer colour for me. It seemed to work in very easily with a brush. Okay, that worked in super easy with a brush. It is looking a little dry on my nose. If you're new here, I have super dry skin. Luminous. Is this luminous and glowy? Or is it a bit satiny? To me this is a bit satiny. Like it's definitely not luminous and glowy. I feel like this is going to settle into everything. I've got like a little blemish under my lip here. I feel like it's going to settle into my smile lines. It's kind of made my pores look huge. I'm not like normally bothered about pores, but let's give it all a go over with the sponge, just to see if I can kind of infuse a little bit more moisture into that nose. Okay, nose definitely looks better now we've gone over it with the sponge. Let me get up close and personal. Woo! I've got too much stuff in front of me. Let's just wait for that to settle. So that is what it looks like so far. I think it looks nice. The coverage is definitely like a low medium to me. I think it looks nice. Like I said, it looks a little bit dry on the nose. And I can see it kind of already settling, which I feel like is a bit strange because Hourglass kind of market themselves as like a more like grown-up brand, which to me, you're more grown up. You're going to have some little lines and such. So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. It is currently 11:21. I'm going to come back when I finish my makeup. I am doing a palette bingo currently, so I might look a little crazy. But I'm going to come back when I finish my makeup, probably in about like 40 minutes or so, and kind of let you know what my first impressions are. Okay, so it's been like literally not even 20 minutes. Look how dry this looks on my forehead. Like, you can actually see like the texture of my skin. It's already sunken on my pain lines. It doesn't look too bad on the nose currently. But what I've got on top of here is Urban Decay Naked Concealer. I've powdered under my eyes and the sides of my nose with Laura Mercier Tone Up Rose Powder. I've got the Laura Mercier blush in Sundrop, Bonnie Jolly Cream blush in Strawberry, the NARS powder blush in Dominant. In the brows is just Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz and Kosas Airbrow. On my eyes is an amalgamation of Beauty Bay palettes. I will link the palette bingo below. We did like a giant palette bingo in Collab Week. And then on my lips is glazed from Fenty Beauty. Yeah. Normally in a foundation video I wouldn't setting spray. But this one just looks so horrific right now. I'm going to give it a little bit of a spritz with the H2 Glow Mist from Linda Hallberg. I'm not going to do too much. Just literally like a couple of spritzes. I'm just hoping that kind of calms down this dryness. Thank God I have a fringe. Thank God. Like, I did all my normal skincare before this. Like I said, love the iconic Underglow primer, so it's definitely not that. Thus far, she's getting a no from me. I'll be back in a couple of hours to do another check-in. I'm hoping I can wear this till probably about 9-10 o'clock tonight. But yeah, so far, not good. Not good at all. Hello! If it's loud, I'm very sorry, but the window's open because it's actually warm. Is this spring or is it fake spring? Is it luring me into a comfortable sense of security and then it's going to ruin my life again? These are questions we ask. Okay, ignore the eye look because, no, sorry, I don't love it. But it is 3:25. I've had this on for, what time did I put it on? Like 11:20? It's like 4 hours. No. Just no. Let me show you my forehead. Let me just move my sunglasses back. I'm about to go out and put my sunglasses on, which is why I thought I would film a check-in. But look at the state of that. I look crispy. And that is never a word I want to be described as. It is so dry. It seems to just be sucking all of the moisture out of my skin. I've got a dry patch here. It's clung to all my little mustachio hairs. No, this is a no thus far. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend this video. I'm going to do a 2-day wear test. So tomorrow I think I'm going to wear it with a really hydrating primer underneath. See if I can get it to work. But considering, like in a foundation wear test, I wouldn't normally put a setting spray on, and I have setting sprayed. It just looks so like thick and cakey. I feel like if you've got oily skin, it's going to look lovely. I don't hate the way it looks on kind of this portion of my cheek. But yeah, the nose situation is a no from me. So as a lizard skin gal, thus far, no. I'm going to come back probably in another like 4, 5, however many hours I can be bothered to keep this on my face for, and update you before I take it off. Then tomorrow, like I said, I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to wear like something nourishing underneath. I might even go as far and do Smashbox Primer Oil underneath. I'm not sure yet. Or I might just do a very hydrating primer. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I was going to say let me know what you think, but it'll be too late. So yeah, just far. Bye, Felicia. Right, I will see you soon. Hello, this is our final check-in for today. It is 7:23. So I've been wearing this for 8 hours. It's dry. It's really, really dry on my nose. It's really dry on my forehead. There's a little bit of like something that maybe could be constituted as oil, but not really because I'm not dry. It's all broken up. It's not, I will admit, sunk into my smile lines quite as bad. There is like a dry patch around my mouth. I might have a little bit of barbecue sauce on my mouth. I've just eaten some wings. It's broken up on my chin. This is from where I have my sunglasses on, which, considering it doesn't feel like it's very movable, it feels like it should not set. But normally I can just kind of pat these out, whereas you can just see how dry it's looking. It doesn't look great under the eyes. I don't. This first impression, not good. I am going to wear it again tomorrow. I'm going to come back tomorrow morning. We're going to apply it a little bit differently. I think I might apply it with a brush, because that is how I normally apply my foundation, and then I'll apply it on top of products that I kind of use regularly and I love. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the Underglow primer, but it's not what I wear if my skin's feeling particularly dry. I'm going to do like a chemical exfoliator tonight, and we're going to see basically if I can get it to look good. I don't know whether I will be able to. This whole nose situation is not great. So I'll be back tomorrow. We're going to wear it again tomorrow, hopefully for another like 9-10 hours. I'm going to try and wear it a little bit longer tomorrow, with the kind of skin prep that I would do when my skin is feeling particularly dry. But compared to the likes of like the Clinique one and the Anastasia foundation I've tried recently, this is not the one for me. But I'm going to save my final thoughts for tomorrow once I've tried it in a couple more different ways. We'll see. We'll see. So I will be back tomorrow to let you know how I feel about it. I might even potentially wear it for work on Monday, and kind of do a applying it and a how it looks at the end of the day kind of check-in, to give you my final thoughts. So I'll see you in the morning and we'll give it another go. Hello! Right, we are back. It is day 2. I have had the Smashbox Primer Oil sitting on my skin for the past 20-25 minutes while I did my makeup. This is with the Nomad why do I keep trying to say it? It's the Après Ski palette. If you do want to check that out, I will leave it below. I think I'm going to do a little bit of this over my nose. This is the P. Louise Get a Grip primer. It's a very nice hydrating, ever so slightly sticky primer. So I thought that would work quite nicely. I'm really, really hoping I can get this to work, because it was expensive, basically. And I don't want to waste it. I'm going to put a little bit on that very dry patch on my forehead. As I said in my check-ins yesterday, I did do like a scrub last night, a little like enzyme peel, and I used the Luminous sleeping mask, which is my favourite for when my skin is feeling very dehydrated. I don't know how to apply this. I don't know whether to do a brush or a sponge. I think I'm going to do a brush. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a brush. Again, we're using shade 3. I'm going to start off with about that much. I don't know. I kind of hate foundations in squeezy tubes without pumps, because I'm like, I don't know how much this is. I could be using loads or I could be using none. seagulls. Apologies if you can hear the outside. Oh. Apologies if you can hear the outside, but it's like 15 degrees in the UK, so the windows are open. Okay, I'm just going to press it into the skin because it has got some like brush marks in it. Now 90% of the time these days I do apply my foundation with a brush, so we do not love. Okay, let me get up close and personal. Okay. Does it look better than yesterday? My nose still looks incredibly dry. Now normally I put that Smashbox primer on and nothing looks dry. Unfortunately, do not think this is going to win. I am going to keep checking in. I'm going to go and put the rest of my makeup on over it. Basically everything I've pulled out to wear over it is like my all-time favourites, products I really love. So I'll be back in a couple of hours to do a check-in. It's currently 9:47, so I'm hoping I can wear this for a good like 10 hours. Depends at what point I get sick of it and I want to go to the bath, basically. But it looks better than it did yesterday. It's definitely better on my forehead. Still not great though, so we'll see. Like 1:31. So we've been wearing this for 5 hours, I think. No, that's not right. I don't know. I honestly don't know at this point. You guys can keep track. We're ignoring this lash because she just doesn't want to be stuck down, so we'll just let her live her life. I think this might look worse than yesterday. It's all kind of like caking up around my mouth. It's caked up on my nose again. We've got really, really bad set lines in it. This doesn't seem to play nice with like a hydrating primer underneath. And I thought like the blurring primer would help, but like it's sunk into my smile lines a bit more today. Just in general, it just looks like cakey and makeup-y and crepey and dry and I don't think I like this. I think it's pretty safe to say I don't like this. I'm definitely going to do one more check-in. It might potentially be two. Just in terms of it, I'm just going to keep an eye on it and see how it changes. But like, there's some serious, like, I feel like if I put my sunglasses on today, it would take it all off. This is a shame. I'm going to stop buying Hourglass foundations, honestly. I don't think I've ever liked one that much. I didn't like the Vanish foundation. I didn't mind the stick, it was okay. I didn't like the Ambient Light foundation, and I don't like this one. Maybe next time Hourglass release a foundation, somebody please remind me not to buy it, because they're just not made for dry humans. And I'm a dry human. or a lizard, whichever way you look at it. But yeah, I'm going to check back in at least a couple of hours. If not, it might be like this evening, and let you know what I think. Hello. It is currently 6 p.m. I want to have a bath, so I want to take my makeup off. I've been wearing this for 9 hours. I feel like it does look slightly better than the last check-in. It doesn't look good by any stretch of the imagination, but it does look slightly better than the last check-in. I don't know whether it's because obviously I've got the primer oil on, where they kind of more of the oily nature of that have come through. But very much still got some dry patches. It's very badly settled into the lines between my eyebrows. It looks all crispy on my forehead again. And the nose. I mean, I feel like these clips speak for themselves. The nose is not good. So, yeah, overall, I'm going to keep trying to get this to work because it was expensive and I don't like wasting things. But yeah, it's not for me. It really isn't. I'm going to try it with some different primers, see if I can get it to work kind of on a daily basis. I might go out to work a couple of times just to kind of gauge if it does work any better. And then, well, failing that, I might try it again in the summer when my skin isn't quite so dry. But yeah, I don't like this one. I would love to know if you've tried this one, what do you think about it? If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more from me, hit subscribe, and if you want to make sure you never miss another video, hit the bell icon and YouTube will notify you next time I post. You've been fabulous, I've been Cole the Ball, and I'll see you next time. Bye!